Testing, testing. Okay. Um, why am I playing like compost like yeah. Okay. So I've been noticing a lot of stuff happening in the community for some while, and I feel like I'll talk about it today. I just want more people to come, then I'll talk about it. So at the moment, I'm trying to steady. So I'll give it 30 minutes and I'll start, or 20 minutes. Okay, you know what? Let me just start or something. As time goes on, as time goes on, there'll be more questions and stuff like that. Uh, okay. So what has been happening so far is that there is a current trend of right-wing grifters being racist to minorities, hating on people of color, giving black people slurs, and literally calling everyone who isn't white slurs. And it kind of sucks because I genuinely don't remember the VTuber community being like this. I think 4 years ago, yeah, 4 years actually. I don't know, back then it was actually kind of fun. We had anime talks, we had anime chats, reviewing manga videos, and reviewing anime videos. It was kind of fun, and now all of a sudden, I think the shift happened when it was that American election, and all of a sudden the grift happened, and they were just being disgusting for no fucking reason. I don't know. They're acting like minorities have come to kill them or some shit, and I'm honestly fed up. It's kind of sucks because we keep getting told by them, oh, don't bring politics into everything, but they proceed to like bring politics into every single thing. And it's annoying. And when people talk back, they call you like, how do I call it? Say, they call you sensitive and all that crap. Meanwhile, we are just kind of fed up with all this bullshit. We are fed up of all this bullshit. Because when the former biggest VTubers in the community are like spewing hateful rhetoric, it is obvious that their fans will come and be attacking others who share different views. Their fans will be like, and one thing I've realized about their fans is that when you say something you don't agree with them, they will be calling you the R word, they'll be insulting you and all that crap. But when you do the same to them, oh my gosh, then they acting like you've committed a crime and all that bullshit. And it's pathetic. I'm tired of them. I'm tired. And the thing is that Twitter is also such a hellhole that it doesn't even show you wholesome shit. It literally just shows you the loudest racist voices, and it just makes the entire community toxic. Like, and I like my VTuber drama, but then I prefer the normal VTuber drama that used to happen, not this current one, not this current one, whereas like not the current one, whereas it's just, oh my gosh, I'm racist and based. It's giving untalented. It's giving I don't have any talent. I'm just I am just racist for fun to annoy minorities, and it's it's annoying. It's really annoying. So then I will be using this thing to like answering questions, chatting, and all that, and also express my distaste for these kind of people, because at this point I do not see any of them changing. Their fans are horrible, they themselves are horrible, they just like to insult. And me, I think the whole day I have been going on a blocking spree for these accounts because I highly dislike them. I just don't want to continue to interact with their fans. And the block button is so useless, some useless dog shit. Like, oh, I hate it so much because it doesn't really do shit. It doesn't really do anything significant to actually block these fuckers. Okay, so I didn't even write a script for this. I am just talking out of my anger. So I'm currently like learning and also this thing. So I'm trying to get my notes so I can be reading and also be talking about this situation and stuff like that. So I think okay, the topic. Let me check my Twitter. The people of discussion today will be like Powder, um, all the right wing VTubers, Rev, Kirch, and all those people. Uh, I, good evening. I personally do not care about these people. I've had them blocked for the longest time, but I'm realizing that their voices in the VTuber community are becoming louder, and I am disliking this bitch. I am disliking them so much. I hate them so bad because why are they trying to shift the narrative of the VTuber community to make it seem like, oh my gosh, leftists in the VTuber community are bad and dumb and all that crap. Meanwhile, that is like far from the truth. When they have been the ones to be spewing hateful rhetoric for like a very long time in this community. And A lot of us are genuinely fed up. Give me a sec, open my notes. What's up? So I it all started from a post where I said, "Hey, if you're my mutual, like block these kind of people, cause why are you following these hateful bitches when they actually I, I don't know how to say it. I'm just filled with so much confusion right now and so much betrayal because I'm realizing a lot of my mutuals whom I thought I am close with are actually good friends of mine, but they are following like the worst kind of YouTubers possible. And I personally don't know how to react to this because I really did like them, but I'm going to talk about it. So I think if you're all on Twitter, you will see the recent trend of people insulting minorities, being transphobic, being homophobic, and trying to use religion to justify their hateful behaviors. Rap says this with powder, church, and people being blissfully ignorant about their racism, saying they are not racist and all that, and just creating this toxic space in the beach bar community where everyone's like so done and so fed up with this shit. Because who wouldn't be fed up? I mean, just look at the current state of things. I can't even find actual wholesome content on my feed. I can't find actual wholesome content on my feed because these races have changed the entire space to be some MAGA devil hellhole. And if you dare to speak against MAGAs, they come and insult you, threaten you to kill yourself and all that crap in your DMs. And I'm not honestly going to care about what they say in my DMs because, like, they're bullshit. They're dumb AF and they are kind of pathetic when you look at them because it's always the same thing hating minorities, hating LGBTQ, but they love to support pedophiles, they love to support racists, than actually hold those kind of evil people accountable. And it's given pathetic. I mean, I don't know how to do the streaming thing to be happily chatting. I don't like to stream a lot. I prefer YouTube videos and all that. But if there are any sort of questions that I can answer, I will answer. And if I'm uneducated in some of them, I'm willing to hear people out. Apart from MAGA people, like MAGA, get out of my follow list because I don't listen to people like that because they are so fucking shitty. But so far, like, how do I say it? These past few weeks or this month in 2026, a lot of them have been getting like sweet, sweet karma. And I honestly support it. Like, you know how it has been so annoying for them to get away with all this bullshit they've been saying so far. And when they get caught with their disgusting behavior, they will just come and start preaching Bible crap and all that. And I find it so funny. Like they are so pathetic. that their fan bases to like they have the most made insults ever because it's always the same words, always the same words. They're not even creative enough to insult without using those words, and they are so boring. That is why, like, I realized that when uh, sometimes I sometimes don't judge people by their fan base, but I've been realizing a pattern of right wing grifters. Their fan base been being filled with literally the worst kind of people ever, and it's a pattern. At this point, it's a pattern. When I realize their fan base that I go and check the users account, their Oshi's account issue because something is giving some off vibes. It's I don't know how to say it. It's giving. I'm very suspicious that these people are actually very weird, and I want to actually see what their Oshi is like for them to cultivate such a hateful fan base. And when I actually do check about them, they are probably one of the worst people I've ever seen. Not as super bad, but their entire content is just being hateful, and it's given that they are uncreative to actually create content. They are the ones who are saying keep politics out of VTubing and all that crap, but they are the most loudly spoken political people who bring it every single time, and they are so uneducated that it pisses me off. I'm not even American, but I honestly feel for my American friends because an American VTuber like community, because you guys are being represented by these bombs. These bombs. Mm, tired of him, but at this point, the VTuber community may not be able to beat the allegation because if they fall lolicon behavior, pedophilic behavior, rapist, sympathizer behavior, and it's disgusting. It is disgusting. I personally dislike it. I don't know about others, but I personally dislike it, and I refuse to associate with people who continue to follow this kind of behavior in the community. And voices will not be silent. Voices silent. Voices will not be silent just because they're uncomfortable with leftist videos speaking out. I hope more leftist videos are able to get the courage to speak out against these hateful people and change how the community is shaped. I wish for the VTuber community that was wholesome, kind, and actually interesting, not one where right-wing VTubers have taken the entire oh, have taken the drink water. Right-wing VTubers have made their the entire VTuber community so horribly right-wing political that it's, I don't even know how to express. I don't know how to express it. Basically, you know how MAGAs are like in this community. They are hateful, they are disgusting, they love to send all of minority as some sort of gotcha or something. Like, got your ass. I'm going to send you gore of people brutally killing this minority just because you are not a MAGA and you're a leftist and I hate your ass. I hate, and they hate LGBTQ so bad. So like it, a lot of trans and um, homosexual visitors have to deal with this constant harassment from them in the community, and it fucking sucks. It sucks as hell. A lot of us are tired of this crap. Oh shit, I don't know how to talk a lot. Okay, I think I've been talking for like 20 minutes now. This should be a record because like I don't like to yap much. But it's still waiting for more people, to more questions, so it be an interactive stream and all that. But like if you want to know what I've said so far, you can watch back before you come and meet up with the live version and stuff like that. Also, I don't know what this kind of people and saying that, oh, my audio. Yeah, I'm using like some very cheap headphone microphone, so it's going to sound a bit bad, but I hope people will be able to hear me and stuff like that. It will sound a bit bad for some time, but I keep it close to my mouth so that people will be able to hear me. And I've also realized this thing of when you dare to talk about the racism, I think blocking, like I've kept my boundaries, like, hey, I don't want to follow people who support this kind of shitty content. Block me if you support it, and they'll be like, oh my god, you're just virtue signaling. I don't think so. Like, same way your racist bitches are also being racist, but you guys don't say shit. And you be like, bait, bait, bait. For bait, I also have my boundaries and stuff like that. And someone was like, I do know Alan, Rev, and Kurt are far from racist, and you actively watch their content. Honestly, I wouldn't argue with you. You actively watch like literally the worst people, their content. Why the fuck will I interact with you to even argue? There is no point. Literally, Rev has said their support for I. Alana has said their support for I. Kirsch has said her support for I so many times. And you know also what they've done? They've also, do you remember the situation where George Floyd died? Me, I don't believe he was a good person, but it gave them, they literally had no right to be making fun of his death. And that's when it honestly came to me that why must I respect these people whom they follow when a person they like died? They do not respect, they do not respect, like, how do I say it? They do not care when, they do not care when, like, oh, what was I going to say? When, like, a minority is being killed by police brutality and all that. But the moment it's like some white nationalist or white supremacist, all of a sudden they give a shit. Like, the fuck? All of a sudden they actually care. Like, why are you guys laughing? Why are you guys laughing? This innocent man died and all that crap. Oh, so when it was a black person, you guys were laughing. But when we laugh, all of a sudden it's horrendous. It's horrible. It's disgusting. The audacity is fucking insane and a load of bullshit. Complete utter bullshit. Because why no why the fuck should I care about you? Why should I care? about why should I care about these bitches? And their fans are so like, how do I say? They are so they are so okay, like they are slow. To be honest, they are slow. Cause like you'll be like, oh gosh, how are they racist? I don't see how they're racist and all that. But when you go and just watch a stream of them or a VOD of them, you can literally see the entire racism spewing out of that entire stream. Their love and support for ICE, their hatred for minorities, their white supremacist narrative, their overly Christian this thing, and we use it to shame gay, lesbian, and trans people. And they will be surprised that people hate their ass. There's a reason why. It doesn't start from nowhere. I don't have that time of the day to be hating on them. I rather dislike them for taking up majority of the VTuber space and like being the biggest voices in the space. Kind of fast. Good evening. At this point, how do I say this? I fucking hate all of them. I have made my stances clear on my Twitter that if you disagree with me, I'm blocking you. I don't care. I do not wish to listen to anything from the other side. They are literally the worst kind of people I have had the displeasure of watching or even reading their comments from. I do not wish to listen to anything they have to say because I know it's going to be a whole lot of bullshit and a whole load of oh my gosh, yeah, virtue signaling and all that crap. Meanwhile, it's not even about virtue signaling. It's about having empathy for like other people instead of being a fucking douchebag every chance and everything. So like I've said it, I support like Black Lives Matter, I support LGBTQ, I support I'm very pro feminism and a bit of misandry sprinkled on top because like I hate misogyny so bad. And I'm very anti-religion. I hate religion used to control people and also used to control and also people who are like pro-life. I am very pro-choice. If you want an abortion, abortion is healthcare. If you want abortion, go for it. I do not feel like people should be forced to have children they do not wish to raise. But yeah, let me stick to my topic of the VTubing community. So, like I said, I think most of it started from the the what do you call it when it was the American American elections. Most of the grifters are kind of from America. Some of them are not even American, but they just want to grift because there is a lot of money inside. Racists and pedophiles like to support grifters and like to send them lots of money. That is why they completely have no self-respect, no self-esteem, and lack empathy, and they'll be shocked, and they act shocked when asked to we lack any empathy to give them. Why should I give you my empathy when you're not giving your empathy? What is the point? I will not degrade myself like that again. I will not being told every time, oh my gosh, you have to be tolerant. Just because they did it doesn't mean you have to do it. Like I'm tired of that foolishness. I'm tired. Just because they did it, I too will do it. Because why should I endure this bullshit from them? Why? Why must I endure it? They have been evil, hateful bitches this whole time, and I'm just supposed to take that bullshit and be kind to them just because I'm supposed to be the better person. I'm tired. So I'll be like them. Okay, not like them. I'm not going to be like them. Be like petty. Petty is the word. Petty, petty about this whole thing. Okay, not really petty, but I don't know how to describe it. I'm going to give them the same energy. Yeah, the same energy. Yeah. And I also saw another comment. Someone was like, "Oh my gosh, you retweet instead of just streaming and building my answers to counter right and retweet." Yeah, because like I don't really live stream. I'm not a very talkative person. Um, and for your statement of no one likes me, I personally do not care. Like I do not care about them. They are literally like I personally choose to do tweets instead of streaming because like I'm a student. I personally do not have time for this. I am busy with school. I have to get my grades up and I'm unable to come back to write with into this course like it's their 24/7 job. It's their 24/7 job and I'm a student, so I'm not going to be doing that. I have to focus on school if I mean I do not wish to fail. So yeah, I think okay, there's not really much to talk about and I'm done, kinda done. Okay, and also have you guys heard of the next situation where he was like told to be a pedophile? Like I really hated that guy since his usual but I've hated him for like a very long time. I've had him blocked for like 2 years or 3 years. Ever since he was he just like a fucking disgusting hateful person I hate to add. And I'm honestly glad people are starting to hate him now, but he's a bomb. He's literally a bomb. He the entire writing is supporting Israel, hating those who are like the victims, hating victims, supporting racial discrimination in the community. And so tired. Mosquitoes, supporting racial discrimination in the community. And what else? I think I've usually said everything about them so far. Hey yo, why does my dress costume appear murky? I'm thirsty. Okay, so I'll be learning and when I see questions on stream, I'll answer them. Like I said, if you want to see what I've said so far, like just go back to read and read to watch and you see them. I have lessons to do. Mm, okay, so I'm just looking at things on Twitter to be answering questions and stuff like that to make it to okay, to make it kind of easy to explain everything. Probably when I have more time, I'll be able to stream. I'll be able to stream more and talk about more topics like this. But at the moment, student life has called me, and my grades are not the best, so I can't dare to like be doing this every single day, like how they do. Because I have to get my grades up and pass and get my certificate for a good job. Also, kind of noticed that a lot of right-wing YouTubers really hate the thought of getting educated, and it honestly shows. It shows very much so, and that is why a lot of times when they talk, it sounds dumb. Fuck. That mosquitoes are biting me the same. And I remember someone asking me on Twitter, like, that what did Pimpika do? Like, broski, have you seen how many videos of her are about being racist? Like, it's so obvious, and I don't know, whenever racists are talking, it's like, oh my gosh, even the biggest VTuber Pimpika is racist. So what are you gonna do? And I'm like, that's why I have a black bitch. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about them. So expecting me to care is out of the question. Hmm. Okay, so I'm currently okay. I don't know. I just because he made a tweet about powder. Obviously, me, because like I hated that bitch for like the longest time ever. And so, what questions do you want to ask me about her? Like, go ahead, be free. I am free to answer. Like, as long as I know about it, you are like, I know the topics about it. You are free to answer me. I say, I'm free to answer you. Yeah, basically. Why is even anyone mad at her? Well, if you look at her entire Twitter, it's full of obvious rage bait, but then at the same time, she's cultivating fans to be hating on VTubers of minority and supporting eyes who have been known to like racially harass people, which I believe is a very bad thing. Showing her support for pedophiles, racists, be her community members, support for a rapist, Tecton, Ripton. That's what I call him. He's like he fucking sucks. Um, and literally associating herself with like the worst kind of people ever. That is why most people dislike her. I personally dislike her very much. I hate her. That's why I block her because I don't feel the need to interact with her. I don't interact with her on the daily. It is just that during this recent time, I've been noticing a lot of racism in the VTuber community after seeing that VTuber Black Awards and seeing a whole bunch of racism. So I decided to like speak up on this. Does that answer your question? Okay, so I'm going to be learning. If anyone have more questions to ask me, I'll answer. But at the moment, I have to focus. Really like your take on pedophilia problem in Shoju. So many people are actually I have been very well spoken about this in my Jose community. I fucking hate Shoju that promotes clear signs of support for stories that infantilize girls. Okay, they how do I make it say it? They try to make it like young girls are mature, so it is okay for them to be dating older men. And it's so I really hated this kind of books. I don't know, they normalized this in the Jose space. I fucking hated them. And I'm honestly glad more people are waking up to see that. I'm honestly glad more people are waking up to see that it was disgusting and it was pedophilia. More books are now showing equal age relationships, and I'm honestly happy about that. Relationships are meant to be like on equal standing. The shoujo likes to make older men date younger girls, and then it's a sort of grooming, and it's so nasty. Like, why don't you make an adult date an older adult? Like, even though it's age, you can still have your age gap, and it will still be legit. It's not child with adult, 60-year-old with 40-year-old, and all that bullshit and stuff. He was, if he was, then I'm pretty sure the court would put him in jail instead of banning firearms from him. My okay, broski, you are saying Tecton is not a racist. He still had a court order against him, and that is enough proof for me. I am not going to disprove a court order. The American system is known to be extremely flawed. American system is known to be extremely flawed to support rapists and pedophiles who can get away with doing the brush bullshit. And I will support the girl from getting away from her abusive ex boyfriend or fiance or husband. I don't really keep up with the tectone bullshit because I really dislike that guy. I refuse to be engaging with any of his content at all. Oh, you can't hear me. Let me check something. Let me check. Okay, I think I can be heard now. I was checking. And why? I don't know how you can say a court order is not evidence. It's literally enough evidence. Lady went to you. Do you think people easily get this kind of shit? Most of the time they dismiss women who even dare to report their rapists. It's not even a matter of a fake. It's not even fake. Like, women are more likely to get ignored by officials than for them to even have a chance to get their rapist in prison. So I'm honestly glad for her. At least she got a restraining order against him and a court order for him not to own firearms. Because the way he is probably dangerous. And I hope he rots in jail. And all those who are his friends are fucking disgusting individuals. Hi. I even don't understand why people are so racist towards minorities. I do not understand where all this hatred is coming from. They're acting as if like we've done the worst shit possible and all we've done is exist. I'm tired. That sounds like LA, at least in Poland, devils are far from Mobile. Please, I'm going to tell you straight up. This is not a case of Poland. This is a case of America, and America is known to support more rapists and pedophiles and give them life sentences and then actually convict them. And that's a fact. That is a known fact. And if even if this is a case of Poland, even then, women let's do the research. Let me even search it up. Okay, so I searched it up of the percentage of women getting their rapists convicted. Let's see. So it said 70% of reported cases are ignored. So like that just shows the problem women are facing. Like it's a massive problem. It, I personally, if I were you, do not support Tectone. If someone has such a court order, I do not think you should be giving them your support. Find someone who is like him, but an actual good person. There are so many copies like him. YouTube is vast, it's huge, it's big. You can find someone. I do not think you should be defending someone of this caliber. I'd like to remind you, Diddy got only 5 years in prison. You know, holy shit, I hate that fucking man. I hate that bastard. And people are also defending Epstein and also defending Diddy. That man deserved life in prison. I keep saying it. These people do not care about rape allegations. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care about the women. As long as the person can buy their way out of it, they don't give a shit. They will just do what to ease the public eye. But in reality, they are supporting these evil people. And Americans will be like, oh my gosh, these evil people they will try and blame it on minorities and say ICE is doing a good job. Meanwhile, the main problem it is your own people. So why are you blaming minorities when it is your own people? I'm not even from America, but I can even see it that this is fucking ridiculous. Instead of actually convicting rapists and pedophiles, you guys don't convict them and they get to walk away scot free. And you come and complain. Like, make it make sense. Make it make sense. There's a reason why they are so bold because the conviction rate is not high. It's not high. That's why they're so fucking bold. I saw your link on Twitter and I wanted to stop by and show my support. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. I honestly never stream much. I think the last time I streamed was like 7 months ago. I'm like literally a dead channel. I just do this because like I'm fucking annoyed at this whole situation and I want to talk and yap. Okay, not yap per se, but I just want to talk and for let people know my stance on this entire situation. Tectone has a 10-year protective order. Oh my gosh, 10 years. This shows how bad he was, broski. 10 years is insane. 10 fucking years. And they will still tell the victim she is lying. The insanity is insane. I said, fuck my English, bro. Me, yeah. Jimmy Simon, these people are doing. Because if it's that hard to get it in the state of Texas, just imagine. It means it's true. I personally never doubted it. I fucking hated Tectone the first time I ever discovered him. I hated his ass. And I'm glad he's getting karma. But what I hate is people supporting him, people still supporting him, and YouTubers supporting him and saying, oh my gosh, just a baby, you know, that stupid thing, treating him like he's some child. Shit. Tired of that. I'm American. In the place I live in the Midwest, either Nordic levels of Democrats or the most MAGA place in the world outside of the Virgin Island. Damn. I don't know how it's okay. I know how it's like to live in like a fully MAGA country. My country, like I don't know, they are very anti-LGBTQ. I do not understand why in the year of 2025 we are still fighting for this, and they are very they how do I say it? They are they are just hateful for no good reason. And one thing I honestly feel bad for Democrats in America, like the whole situation is fucking toxic. I I I stopped keeping up with American news because like every time I hear it, I'm getting depressed about their news. Because you are literally living in a country with people who want to take away your rights, want to take away women's rights, want to and ICE is just attacking anyone indiscriminately, not even attacking criminals like they said, attacking like normal people who even have like who even have like what do you call it, citizenship, and who have been working in the country for a long time and paying taxes. Mind you, immigrants have been paying taxes more than people themselves. They'll be complaining, oh my gosh, they come to take our jobs and all that. Mind you, they are working. You think why they are doing jobs you don't want to do? That is why they get a job. And they are serious, they are not lazy. If ICE is bad, then what do you do with illegal immigrants? Me personally, I do not think no one is illegal on stolen land. If you want to deal with illegal immigrants, start with the European Americans first who came to migrate to America and started killing all the Native Americans. The America belongs to Native Americans. If you want to do that shit, remove the European Americans from that country. You can't come and be claiming people are illegal on already stolen land where they genocided the Native Americans. It's like it's it's like when they came to my country and we had slavery for like 300, 400 years, and they've taken over like okay, luckily my country is like 98% um black, thankfully. Not like thankfully. I wish there were more cultures here because it would be fun to experience different cultures. But they they killed our people, enslaved our people, raped our people, and when we dare to say, and if we are the natives and we say, hey, we don't want you on our land because we are like the freaking natives, you get annoyed, and it's just fucking dumb. If anyone has a say, I think it's the Native Americans. They decide, and not these white Americans who have taken over the country and slaughtered the natives. Illegal immigrants, legal or not, get less benefits of citizenship and social security than even veterans. See, exactly. People are acting like illegal immigrants get free healthcare and shit. No, they fucking don't. How uneducated must you be not to know this? Mind you, it's even hard for them to even get to even get. It's even harder for them to get jobs. Harder for them to what do they call it? Uh, they pay more in taxes, cause that it is harder for them to even get housing because they don't have citizenship. And when they go to the citizenship bill, even if they've done their 10 years, 8 years of being in the country, they still delay their citizenships. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them. They've come to ruin your fucking country. You've come to make a living in this country. You've worked hard, and they are trying to kick you out. They don't even have free healthcare, broski. I'm even wondering, why are you hating people who are like disadvantaged more than you, who has the advantage? You literally have an advantage being white. Like, even in my country, you have an advantage being white. Like, what the fuck? It happened in the past, and now you live on. Yeah, I live on now, thankfully. But you know what still lives on? Them still pillaging from our countries. They still steal our gold and minerals. Cause how does Africa have so many minerals and we are still fucking broke? It doesn't make sense. Literally, these countries do not have gold and diamonds and stuff, but they have the gold and diamonds, and we are making less profit. And it doesn't make sense. It's obvious they're stealing from us, and our government is helping them. So, like, obviously, I as a citizen will be mad about this day. I think I don't even get free healthcare. Oh my gosh, Shiwi. Oh shit. Yeah, I heard you guys have to pay like a ton for healthcare. Even I don't get free healthcare, bros. Like, I go to we have to pay insurance for even healthcare. I don't even get free healthcare. So I don't even know where the narrative that immigrants are getting free healthcare from. I'm not even I live in my country, Ghana. And even here we don't have free healthcare. So I'm surprised when people be fighting, oh my gosh, to get things we don't get, and like it's just fueled by racism. And I hope people change, because why are you being so evil to people who are like just coming to make their lives better? Why don't you, if you want to uplift your people, why don't you focus on making jobs instead of making billionaires steal all the money away from you? Like, the main enemy is the billionaires, not the immigrants. Then raise up and build your country just like Poland did. Hey, you know that if I could, I genuinely would. But my country is filled with people just like in America, billionaires and millionaires who don't give a shit about the common people and proceed to steal resources from us. And if you dare, like, you read our news, like, people, if they dare to speak up against it, they get shot, they get assassinated, they get killed. Why not these people work in their country and make it better? Because literally their country is against them. I don't know, our countries hate youthful people who have ideas. They live in that old archaic mindset and do not wish to change. And I would honestly be happy if most of us could build it up, but most of us suffer from our country because they, like I said, the resources are being stolen by bigger countries. So we don't have more for ourselves, and we have to survive with the little we have, and lead to low income. And who is going to do a job that will be paid better outside or low income in their own country? Like, making it sense. And when every time someone tries to build up, they get destroyed by these big people, and it fucking sucks. I genuinely hope there's one day things will change, but it fucking sucks. I even wanted to like join the politicians and stuff like that, but knowing how it has been going so far with political assassinations and stuff like that, I personally would be reconsidering. And maybe if I get to go someday, maybe. Why should why should they care? It's not their problem. They got retents. If you think someone is a billionaire for working hard, you're done. I'm going to say it up straight. There is no way there was exploitation for them to be that rich. Exploitation happens. That is why they are that rich. Because why should someone be a trillionaire? Why should someone be a billionaire? They are not going to spend that much. It's exploitation. I personally think if you actually work hard, there will be people who actually like you. There are ethical people there, but there are some that people dislike them very much, rightfully so, because they exploit people. They exploit people in Africa, they exploit people in third world countries and stuff like that. But okay, you see the situation with the immigrants. Since you think rich people work hard, why don't they rather create more jobs so that citizens and immigrants can get jobs? Why don't they do that? They don't even give a fuck about you people. So like, make it make sense to me. Don't be defending people who don't give two shits about you. Just being legit. I doubt anyone travels from Somalia ever comes back there. You know they Yeah, obviously. Okay, the Somalia one makes sense. I personally believe that it's because they have a shitty country. It's run by Muslim extremists. I hate religious people. It's run by Muslim extremists who like to what do you call it? Suppress women and stuff like that. Child marriages, all that crap. I don't know why. What's it called? Is it United Nations or something? I've forgotten the name of the people who like handle humanity's problem and stuff like that. Rich people do create more jobs, so that's the thing. It depends on where. Some do, some do not. They have the ability to like create new sorts of jobs, but they monopolize it and turn it into like expensive services that, how do I say it? You see a lot of jobs. They make sure, I don't know, they make sure to hire less people as much as possible. And when they do hire people, they underpay them severely. This happened in the farms. You know, farms are rich, right? And when people were working, do you know why they didn't hire American people? Because they know American people would stand up and like say, hey, pay me a legit wage. So they hired immigrants who have nothing left to do, like they're desperate, desperate Americans who need money, and underpay them and make money. So like, yeah, literally rich people are the problem. Because if people were paid well, wouldn't that give them more money to spend on more businesses and give people more money? But I don't know what is with them and like underpaying people and stuff like that. Obviously, Indomart is not doing everything by himself. I never said that. But why did he fire like a lot of people? You know, he fired a lot of people when he took over X, right? Meaning he made people lose their jobs, right? You know that. And I'm not even saying that like he should just focus on his business and stuff like that. You know that billionaires they can create more schools, giving more teachers jobs, paying teachers well. They don't even pay teachers in your country well. Yeah. Paying cleaners well, paying staff well. I'm tired. Basically, it depends. I don't know why they are so underemployed in various countries. Yeah, capitalism sucks.
I genuinely don't even know. I think we are overpopulated. That is why there's a lack of jobs. We are overpopulated. That is why I'm not against anyone who is for pro-abortion. Like we are so overpopulated. He can, but he doesn't have to. Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, he has a responsibility. If he wants to complain about immigrants, he should be making jobs for his own people. He should think of something and make jobs for people to use. But he's busy creating robots to like replace people's jobs. So imagine he's successful with his robots and even more people's jobs get replaced. What do we do then? We will be jobless and stuff like that. Yeah, robots will be created by humans, but who benefits more? The rich people. Do you think they're being created by um if there are 100 robots, 100 people, who do you think companies will employ? Obviously the robots. They don't give a shit about us. We kind of lost my voice. Yeah, there's a reason why Nordic economy works. Like look at Singapore, Finland. I think they are doing well so far. They pay people well. People pay taxes because they are being paid well, and everything works out fine. I don't know why people are so against paying people well. The Poles had a taste of communism and it's like, how did it start exactly? Like, can you tell me the history of how communism started for you guys? Because I don't think the far right is doing well either because they are just destroying everything, making it with other countries, threatening other countries, wanting to control women and all that. And I don't think it's a better option either. Hey, you have to learn shit. Why should they? Do you care about every single human? First, you care about your family needs. Also, what do you think happens when you give money to poor people? Sure, some will turn alive their yeah, but most probably just buy alcohol and money and no money. Yeah, you're right. That is actually true. Honestly, like I think that's why I said do not give people money. That's why I said make jobs. You see how my stance was that make jobs for people to earn money, not just give them money. Because jobs are long term, money is short term. Jobs and housing is long term. Even housing doesn't even need to be extravagant, just something simple and easy for people to live in. And it's enough. And they work to pay their bills and all that and they get taxed. I think that is better than just letting people live on the streets. Honestly, way better. Oh, when people were given a list of food they can buy in a shop and you have to wait like a few hours in front of a shop to even get it. Can you like elaborate? I don't understand it. Like elaborate for me. Also, if the person working in the shop was your friend, you could get stuff extra. List of what like food, toilet paper. So is it that you're like against people getting food or something? Or I'm not understanding. I have to do more research on this Poland situation. And you couldn't buy more for a month if you use the link. So like, is it a good thing or a bad thing? I'm trying hard to understand from your point and perspective. Okay, connections. I feel like the world was run on connections. I realized that when I was looking for a job, if you literally have no connections, you literally won't get the job you want, and it's very unfortunate. And it fucking sucks because basically this whole economic situation. I don't even know how it changed from VTuber to VTuber drama to economic situation. I don't know how it shifted to that. I recommend reading about Polish protest movement against communism. Okay, I I will take time to read that. Let me search it up. Because I personally do think it's better people are paid fair. That is what I believe. I believe it's better for people to be paid fairly and all that. You're a great yapper. I can see. I can see. But I also hope you can do more research on Nordic economies, like Shiwi said. Maybe one failed because of the people in power sucked at controlling the entire situation, and the other two can work. It only depends who is in control of the whole entire situation. Although we got a few stars from it, that was great. Okay, explain to me. I'm willing to hear it. Me, I personally don't. What I come to say? Like goldfish, memory. I'm just hoping like as time goes on, every country has better economies. Gosh, I've not been able to learn this entire evening. Free healthcare and education. You see, like free healthcare ain't bad. Like these guys are so fucking lucky. And I realized, you said Poland, right? I remember I wanted to do like a master's degree in computer science in Poland, but I don't speak the language and I don't know much about that place, so I was reconsidering. Okay, the free healthcare and education, you guys are actually very good. Our free education failed because our government did a bad job managing it and underfeeding children. So yeah, US should definitely try fixing that. The people deserve free healthcare because those fucking bills are insane. I saw someone give birth and they charged her like more than 5K dollars. I was like, holy shit. I personally won't give birth inside the country if I have to pay that for this giving birth. That's fucking insane. Like, I would go broke if I was in that country. Like, that is so fucking expensive. Oh, tired. I have a test I have to learn for. I've been streaming for um 82 minutes. That's like an hour and 30 minutes. Oh, I may become a political YouTuber, but I want to also add anime and manga to my shit. I don't want to become the new. But mine was one of the free healthcare. That's when people die waiting to get treated because they don't look as bad. My grandfather died in the hospital that way. Oh, sorry, G. Like, sorry about that. It it happens, unfortunately. But I hope things get better as like time goes on and stuff. And I saw someone trying to make fun of my stream. Like personally, I personally do not care if you come to make fun of my stream and all that. I don't stream daily, like I said previously. Streaming is not my entire stick. I can't maintain streaming for hours on end. I have school, tests, and I need to pass my exams. I can't fail my exam. It's like literally super important to me. And yeah. Yeah, like the Big Black community, there's lots of problems in our community. I hope things change. I hope things get better. I'm looking for a more, I'm hoping the community more comes more wholesome. Tired of the constant toxicity happening in our space. And I want to create like my community should just be full of filled with good people who agree with my opinion. Like I don't want to cultivate a crystal fan base. Like they're literally the worst kind you can have. And they will bite you in the back one day. So I recommend visiting those communities that oppose your views. No, I have already visited them. I have seen them. I have watched their clips and streams. I refuse to. I highly refuse to. I don't agree with you, and we had a civil convo, didn't we? Yeah, but like, I'm not going to give those people a chance. Never, never. Do you know, like, they literally hate my race. They hate us so bad, and like, they'll be making insults and jokes about that. I personally don't think I will be able to tolerate a conversation with them. Because what's the point? It's going to be non-fruitful. They're just going to be giving their same racist remarks over and over again. Most people are good. That's the lie. If they were good, they will not be saying the shit they do in my comments. They won't. At first, I wanted to give them a chance. You know why I know how their community is? Because when I was a kid, I used to watch their content. It's not jokes at this point. Do you know how many times people used to make racist jokes and like, oh, it's just a joke. But when you do the opposite to them, they don't like it. And I realized that this is just it's hypocrisy. You can't be doing shit like this, and when people do it to you, you don't like it. It's very hypocritical. I'm just really tired of the narrative that we have to accept people being racist to us and it's all the jokes and shit. And if that is like your entire personality, I don't think I want to be friends with you. It would be just a toxic friendship that doesn't benefit me. Because why would I be friends with someone who like actively hates me? It doesn't make sense. You're in the powder community. I personally dislike powder. I've had a blog for like the longest time. And the chillness you guys try to claim, ay, 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 I have not seen it. I haven't seen it. When I look at her comments, every day I get a new block list because how are you sure? How are you sure? Like I've literally seen them come into my DM telling me to kill myself for saying that, hey, I don't think making a watermelon joke is funny. Like the fuck? They are so crazy. That is why I don't want to engage with them. And there's a reason why they're called grifters. Because they don't really care about empathy. I'm not saying like you can't joke. You can joke, but I don't feel like you should be joking about minorities and stuff like that. I don't think you should be joking about racism. Why even bother with blocking people? Because I dislike people, so I block. I don't really like to fight because what's the point? At the end of the day, we are not going to agree. So I just block. It doesn't. It makes things better for me and for my health, mental health. People on the right wing also get that, like the hate and the racism. Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Maybe it's racism and retaliation. And even the block button, it doesn't even do shit because I still see that shit on my phone. Fuck Twitter, bro. I like the drama on Twitter, but like the block button is bullshit. Example. living in an echo chamber isn't good. What do you guys even refer to as an echo chamber? I've been seeing you guys use this term, and I am not understanding it. Please do enlighten me on the term of echo chamber. Oh, you're talking about death threat. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Obviously, like I don't think you guys can. They should be insulting minorities and then not expect people to be angry. Like there's a difference between dark humor and actual humor. There's a reason why, like people of color can joke with each other, and that is actually seen like a joke. It happens on TikTok all the time, but there's a reason why a lot of people dislike the so-called joking in the beauty basket. There's a reason why. Just internet being internet. I don't think so. Like we can make the internet a comfy place. I don't think it should be spreading this hateful stuff 24/7 every single day, every month. It makes people depressed. That's why people are now calling out our Avispa community because it's becoming annoying. You people surprised when we first claim that we want politics out of VTBN, but then proceed to still keep politics in VTBN when we just want it out of VTBN. The only reason why politics is brought up because they constantly push the narrative that the lefts are crazy and all that. We spread hateful stuff all the time about us, and we are just supposed to take it and not fight back. And then they'll call us pathetic for not fighting back. Like I'm tired of being tolerant about them. Tired. Echo chamber is basically being around people that agree with you and don't have different views. You know what? I think I like that. Like it's honestly better than constantly arguing with other people who disagree with me. It's the same way the right wing people do. They keep themselves in an echo chamber by your statement. They keep themselves surrounded by a MAGA, and they have yes men every time. Even though like I'm in an echo chamber, I have friends who like if I do something wrong, they educate me on it. I have friends that do that. Build your own space and make it a complete space. You can't make people do the same thing. Yeah, obviously, I don't want to force anyone to do the same thing. That's why I blocked them. I personally think I can't change them. I won't change them. I won't even bother changing them because like what's the point? They have made their stance. Me too. I'll make my stance, make my own community. And my community, I'm hoping that hey, we can all be like, how do I say it? We all love Jose stories, we love mangas, manhwas, animes, but like I've already made my community, but it's more of like a chatting community than YouTube, and it's on Reddit where we constantly talk about women in stories. I love that about the community. It's some people kind of think that we be hating on books like that, but no, we just have deep discussions about women in fiction and all that. So why even bother even thinking about them? Because like you see the case, most big YouTubers don't want to call them out. And me, I'm tired of being tolerant about their shit. And I'm a black YouTuber and the stuff they're doing is not right. So obviously I will call them out. I personally do not call them out mostly, but like people are starting to give up calling them out. And I do not wish to see that. They should be called out so that I call them out so that my followers will not interact with them. I don't want people who follow me, people who are my moons to follow them and interact with them so that I don't see their shit on my page. Because why will you do that? Like why are you supporting people who are hating others? Like it doesn't even seem like a joke anymore. You know that those tweets boost their popularity. I know that's why like nowadays I just take a screenshot. I don't want to be quoting them again because I don't want them to get boosted in popularity. For example, Porter went from 50 live reviews to 1K live reviews just because people were tweeting about it. Yo, actually, yeah, it's honestly, it's honestly a gig that they do. They want to rage bait on Twitter, then people go and join their streams. I've been seeing it lately, and since they stream like for a very long time, it kind of boosts them. So ignoring them. You see the thing, I've been ignoring it for the longest time. If you check my history, my Twitter history, like years, I rarely talk about powder. It's just recently the VTuber award things pissed me off when she made a comment about the VTuber awards, and that was like the last straw for me. Because like you see the thing about grifting, it's easy to do. I can literally grift and be a raccoon who will be supporting rising grifters and all that. But I personally do not see the need to do that. I do not see the need to make my morals so shallow to be insulting my own race just for some bit of clout and money. I'm not that desperate. I'm not that desperate. Maybe they do that because like it's their only literal job. But me, I'm working and learning towards like an actual office job to be able to like make money and be rich. Because you see, I've watched streams where you see the thing that you're like, why don't you see their communities and have conversations with them? I have seen streams where left VTubers and right VTubers were having a conversation, and most did not end up well. Most there is nothing to agree on. There's nothing to agree on. It's like trying to mix fire and water. Nothing to agree on. Isn't grifting to the left better? Like sponsors don't drop you and stuff. Honestly, no. Like, do you know how many people lose stuff when you're like in the left? In the left, you get less money. In You don't really get sponsors like that because I don't even know. But I see more sponsors go towards the right. Like most right and will have like a lot of sponsors. And that's what I have realized. I think like if you are with a sponsorship of a big company, it's about giving the company some face. Like Chinese, we have like save face for us or something. That's in you are not supposed to be like give yourself this bad life that will affect the company's image, whether you're left or right. If you are left or right, the company will still drop you for being a shitty person online, or if they see you as a shitty person online, they will literally drop you because it's them. They care more about money than you. You give them money and they give you products and money. Oh shit, English. You give them people to buy your stuff and they give you money. So if you threaten their business, they will drop you. Like even if I'm a business, I don't care if you're left or right. If you are threatening my business by your shitty behavior online, people are trying to boycott my business, I'm dropping you, either left or right. I don't care. It's just a business mindset. Like what sponsors? Me, I'm not really into sponsors, so I don't really search up the sponsors and stuff. So I don't know. I am not educated on that part, so I can't answer that question. That doesn't really help in the long run. It depends. It honestly depends. Some do, some don't. Either way, the company's goal is money, so they'll do whatever they can to get money, and that they will go for people who don't affect their business image. That is how it is. The company is not your friend, so people should stop treating them like the company is your buddy buddy. They are there for business, not to be buddy buddies with you. All right, then why don't you think people are right wing at all? Like everyone can't be a grifter. Yeah, obviously. I don't know. Oh, you mean why do I think people are right wing? Some people either they were raised that way. I personally was raised in such an environment, but I was educated enough to break away from that environment and formulate my own opinions and thoughts and not just follow what people are following. It mostly stands from the fact it comes from like a birth, a place of like It's in your environment, it's the environment. And why people grift because there's money. Like I've seen it time and time again, grifting any like 1K for grifting. Like, at this point, it makes sense why they will do that. But then if you want to tell your morality just to be doing that kind of crap, you do your shit and stuff like that. I personally don't care. I just do not agree with 99% of or 100% of what MAGA believes in. Oh my gosh, why is Twitter hiding quotes now? Like the fuck? What does MAGA believe in by you? Okay, they dislike abortion, which I believe is very wrong. Abortion is healthcare, and because of them, a lot of women have died. Because of their loss, a lot of women have died in the hospital because they could not receive abortions to save their life. They they support ICE, who likes to attack immigrants. I don't support that. I don't support deporting people. You cannot be an illegal on stolen land. Um, what else? They are very anti-LGBTQ. They hate lesbians, gays, bi people, trans people. I do not understand why you're hating on that. And they like, crazy enough, I realized they're mostly pedophile sympathizers, rapist sympathizers. I don't know why. Like, why are you defending them? It doesn't make sense. I'm not. You see why they think being against abortion is saving a life, but they don't even care about children who are here now. Make that make sense. Think about the children here now instead of the child who's not born yet. The ones now are suffering. They are being abused. We do not make systems to protect them. They even they even cancel free lunches for children. Why should I support people just like that? Like, why? What do you have against children having free lunches? Like, what is wrong with you? How evil can you be to be against children having free lunch? It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense when you look at it from a democratic propaganda. Why do you think being democratic is propaganda? Please explain to me. I would like to know your perspective. Because I personally don't see it as propaganda. I personally see it like the right to choose for yourselves. Like the right to choose for yourself and the right to have like having sympathy for people. That is how I see the situation. Tell me democratic.
I say democratic. Yeah, democratic propaganda's perspective you speak of.
Tell me about it. Shit, mosquitoes, mosquitoes, mosquitoes. I am still I feel I ever feel chill. I will fight for you. Give my life to you. My life is you. I can fall you down. Is ICE actually doing all horrible stuff they say they're doing? In Minnesota, for example, they are telling police not to help not help ICE with protesters that are trying to harm them, block the road, put themselves before the cars can stop ICE. Personally, I think ICE needs to be stopped. I personally do not care if people obstruct ICE. What ICE is doing is not good. I do not support them. Mind you, they are trafficking humans because people are getting missing. People are not finding their families. You cannot just deport someone who has their entire life in America, their entire bank in America, and just deport them to another country. Why don't they just tell them to leave? And even then, I personally think we do not have the right to tell people to leave. I mean, like I said, you are not illegal on stolen land. They too are illegals by their own standard. Then win the vote. Me personally, I think I'm not an American, so obviously this thing doesn't really affect me. Um, why they didn't win the vote? Because they think they I don't know, MAGAs really hate leftists. You know the vote was like, is it 40% to 50% or 60%? I think it was I don't remember. Like it was such a large portion, so like, and I even heard the vote was rigged. It was rigged, so it depends. Pay for your ticket. No, they don't pay for my ticket. I'm happily living in my country. I do you think I'm in America? No, I'm in my country. I just I'm in my country. Not about you, though. Oh, you're talking about illegal immigrants. Once again, I would say that people have paid to get their citizenship, but they're intentionally delaying it. I don't even know why. They intentionally delay the system for them. If they could pay, they would literally pay for it, but they intentionally delay the entire processing system. They would even marry an American and still this one will be delayed. And it doesn't make sense to me. Shit, I think oh fuck my ears. Something has happened to it. I agree they should make it easier to get our open borders are horrible choice. Okay, that one makes sense. If they should make it in a way it's safer for people to be immigrated into a country, that's one. Because like I don't know, it's easier for people who want to harm the country to enter. That one makes sense, but then I don't think they should be harassing people currently in the country. Like if they want to arrest actual criminals, they should go for the actual criminal groups, but then the criminal groups are still operating, unfortunately. They are not actually targeting criminals, they are targeting civilians, and it's not right. Oh shit, it's 12 a.m. You be golden. Oh, oh, I dare shine. I'm only. Okay, I'm going to read. Okay, I'm going to read. Give me a sec. My connection is bugging. A sec. My connection is bugging. Ah, because the person was black, so it's racist to put them in jail. What? Bro, did you know my country is like 98% black, but we still put black people in jail? Crimes, like, as they should, like, make it make sense. Just because the person is a race doesn't mean they can't be convicted for a crime. You guys don't even put the white rapists in prison. Like, making it sense. Like, I think the main denominator is that they don't put criminals in prison. It doesn't matter of their skin color. They should end up in jail if they committed a crime. And me personally, I think racism default like life sentence. Like if it make me a judge, life sentence. I don't think they deserve to walk out again. This yeah. My network is so fucking horrible. I think it wasn't the 12 a.m. network as my phone sucks. So like I said, regardless of race, if someone is a rapist, they should end up in prison. I don't think they should walk in out free. If I look at Tecto, he's walking free. But I wanted to watch anime. Oh shit! I forgot my STS. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Student and staff service registration. Okay, CBS. Section. I can't believe I was talking so much. I forgot I had to register for my program. Like, I've already registered. I don't know why I have to register again. They keep saying we have to register again. Okay, I think it's teacher registration. Yeah, teacher registration. It includes our course, teachers, and stuff. If they are, yeah. Like I said, yeah. I don't. You think I would literally support rapists? Like I'm a very high pro feminism, very misandrist. I'm a how do I say? I'm pro misandry because like I don't fuck with rapists, pedophiles, and abusers. Like I don't care if you're man or woman. If you like do that shit, like I'm not supporting you regardless of race. Like you need to go to jail. Like I don't give a shit. I won't support them never. I'm probably going to be one of their biggest haters, actually. Assuming people are the worst of the worst cause of a joke they made on internet doesn't work for them. You see the thing? It's one thing to make a joke and it's one thing to be intentionally being degrading against minorities. Like there's a massive difference between that. If the joke people and minorities are not finding it funny, then it's not a funny joke. It's literally not a funny joke if minorities are not finding it funny. And you know the only people who find it funny are white people. And that just shows that it's not even about it being a joke. It's just not funny to the people they are making fun of. It's not funny. That's not how jokes work. Because when people do it against them and also call it a joke, why do they react so harshly? Like why? I'm so thirsty. Currently learning digital logic system. Oh shit, my mother. I probably won't like stream like this for another 2 to 3 months because I can't handle streaming like this. I love my peace and my time. You know that even the entire VTubing thing, it's like a hobby for me. I don't want it to be a full time job for me, where it's my only source of income. I feel like if I limit myself to it, it's not going to be good for me. So I have to focus towards a future where I can get a degree, earn money. Office jobs, it may not be bad, it can suck, but like it's more like as long as I have a degree, it's more safe than relying my entire career on streaming. That's what I'm just gonna say. Oh, hello, how are we doing? I'm fine, tired, very much tired, but I'm doing well. Thanks for asking, Lan. Never start YouTubing to make it your job. Doesn't work for most of the time. Highly agree. Like, I personally think if you want to be a YouTuber, don't go with the option of it being your full-time job unless like you have a lot of money to promote yourself, have other jobs to support you financially, get your degrees. Degrees are important no matter what anyone says. Degrees are super important. my ears. Here from Twitter. Thank you. Like, I'm so glad people are coming from Twitter to just come and say hi to me. It makes me happy. If you want to keep track of what I've said so far, you can like watch the entire stream on like times two speed. I always watch things on times two speed. It addresses everything I've spoken about so far. Shit, mosquitoes, mosquitoes are biting. But I think you come to say hi. I appreciate it. It makes me happy. I don't get what's bad about making jokes about race stereotypes. Like we all know it's not true. You're kind of funny for me. I'm gonna hold your hand with a napkin in between us when I say this. A lot of times they are not funny. You know why? Like there's a reason why some actually are funny and some aren't. It's like black people joking with each other, or black people and Chinese people joking with each other. We don't even say it as a matter of fact of being racist. Like it's chill between us, but the way white people do it, I don't know. I don't know how to express it to you unless you see my TikTok feed. I don't know how to express it to you, but the racism jokes most of the time white people really suck at making it, and it just comes off as extremely ignorant. Oh, the volume is quite low. Like I'm in a steady room, so I can't really shout much. I can't shout, so unless you use like headphones. If not, they will kick me out. Like this is not even my steady room, and my internet in my hostel sucks. I joke about races and being a pool as well. It honestly depends. If I'm joking with my Ghanaian friends about being Ghanaian and stuff like that, it's chill. Like it's like Nigerian and Ghanaian, we are both in Africa, but like we still make jokes about each other. Literally, our stick is that Nigerians love what do you call it? Nigerians love pepper, Ghanaians love eggs. It's like a stereotype, but like you see, we are both African countries, so like we are chill with each other. But if a white, you know what white people come and do in situations like this. Like when we, like me and Nigeria and Ghana, like joking about stuff together, and um um white countries to come and be like, oh my god, Ghanaians are so stinky, and all the Ghanaians just went dump on them like, ain't no way you are calling us stinky when we bath 3 to 2 times a day, when you bath like once a week. I literally saw that post and I was like, ain't no way, like you do not come in between our Nigerian and Ghanaian jokes, cause that is so ignorant. We don't do that. I even joke with some of my white friends, but we do not joke about skin color. Maybe we talk about food, and I think that we are not even making fun of food. Like just saying whose food is better, whose food is more yummy, and stuff like that. Feels more like a microphone problem, but getting close to you helps. It seems, yeah. My microphone sucks. This is some very cheap, what do you call it? Earpiece with microphone, that long wired ones. Hi, I'm Romanian. Yo, it's nice to meet a Romanian. I'm Ghanaian. I've not seen Romania before, but like if I'm rich one day, probably I will travel to that country. I might go in the future like to see all countries and enjoy all their foods and cultures. Ghana is from Africa, right? Yeah, Ghana is from Africa. Yeah, a lot of people don't know our country. Like they're low key like silent online. We stick to our own spaces, and I personally love cultures from other countries. And the VTuber space was like very fun when I saw it online. Like when I was younger, I saw the VTuber space. It looked fun. I like the gaming videos I used to see, the my day videos I used to see. And I'm honestly tired of this current one. I miss the old one. I assume the location because of the accent. Yes, my accent is very much based on my location. We have a very distinct accent in even our own language. Like, what's it saying? Pacha, me petse. Like, my language, it doesn't even have a keyboard for it. So I mostly use English. It doesn't have translation or keyboard for it. So most of us defaults to English, British colonization and stuff. Oh shit, mosquito, mosquito, mosquito. Oh, my back. This chair is so uncomfortable, and this bitch mosquito keep buzzing around. I think that we should take it less seriously. People will talk about rape and people laugh at you for crying over it. Like everyone builds your own space, makes rules. I personally would be ignoring people who make such insensitive jokes. They're like good jokes and they're insensitive jokes. All my life I've been being when I try to be friends with foreigners, being the butt of the joke was not funny. It was so dehumanizing because when you do the same to them, they get very offended. And I do not see that as a sort of joke. Being told all the time, how do I even say it? I don't know. Back when I was younger, people used to be just saying the N word to me. I thought it was a joke. Till I realized they were dead as being serious. The dead as saw me as human scum just for being like black, and it didn't make sense to me. I used to tolerate that shit, but now I just don't. It's not a joke. I will personally be making my own community that doesn't fester this kind of thing. Maybe a community that jokes like how do I say, not in terms of racism, but like how do I say, it's like how Nigerians and Ghanaians beef and have fun. Twitter is a public space and there will be things you don't like and calling them out does nothing but help them grow. That's true. That's honestly true. There's literally no point. I just want people who follow me not to like engage with people like that. And it's okay for me to like call them. I won't say how do I say it? I will call them out just because like if they say something racist, but if it's nothing has nothing to do with me, I personally do not care what they do with their time. If like literally check my post, most of the time it's me gooning, I say gooning. It is me reposting handsome men and handsome women on my feed, or probably art drama that's on my feed. That is what I mostly do. I don't really like to get involved with VTuber drama because but I have lost like a lot of good. Well, I have not even lost per se, but all the drama channels are just now problematic grifters, and I'm not liking that. I want drama channels that will give me drama, but like they are not handling that, so I have to now come to get my own drama. I like watching drama, like I like to listen to it as back noise when I'm doing tasks and all that. You like I don't even know how to say it. I genuinely do not care about 90% of drama. But when it comes to racism, I think that's where it draws the line for me. Racism and hating against the LGBTQ. Slavic countries are racist with each other. Yo, what kind of beef do you guys have? It's even giving me the China Japan situation where they're racist to each other. And have you guys even seen the Korean versus all the East Asian countries, all the where the Koreans try to be racist towards the East Asian countries, and the East Asian countries are like fighting back. Oh my god, you guys should see that drama. It's so fucking funny. And the East Asian countries are eating up the Koreans. It's the funniest drama I've had to witness this week. It's even more interesting than okay, the VTuber drama is interesting, just as the Korean, but the Korean one is bigger because they were beefing with all the countries, and I even think it's like that. The white VTubers are beefing with all the colored VTubers, and that's why people are rightfully mad. Get involved with the drama queen. It's a speedrun trick to how to get audience fast. Actually, most of the time I want to be low key. I don't want that much of a big audience because I'm not going to be doing this 24/7. You will see sometimes I would disappear for like 2 months because like I'm busy in real life. I do not have time for it. But sometimes I will get myself involved in these things. Especially if the person's speaking bullshit. I'm tired of dumb people having voices like bitch, the fuck? Go and get yourself educated. Even me, when I am uneducated on something, I am willing to listen to people educate me on topics I am unaware of, and that is fine. I don't know why people are so against getting educated on topics they have no information of. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, do some research, bitches. The fuck? That that whole Black Beauty Awards drama is such BS. I personally think I was fine with the Black Beauty Awards, but the entire drama around white people getting mad at it is so fucking dumb. Like, you know that I personally did not even know about 10 black VTubers before this entire drama. And that honestly shows that it did its job. It brought awareness to a situation. It brought awareness to black VTubers. I my bad. Fuck. It brought awareness to black VTubers. I got to follow more black and enjoyable VTubers who are like me. Like, you know, and I don't think it's bad because like majority of the VTuber space is dominated by white or Asian VTubers. And I don't think it's wrong to have a black VTuber award, Brazilian VTuber awards, Asian VTuber awards. Like we can have categories like this before even the main VTuber awards. That give us a chance of competing with like the major audience. You get it. Of course, once you fix the scarf, then you start running. Yay. And Germans. Yeah, you can have a German VTuber award. Fuck mosquitoes. Oh shit, they're biting me. And the thing pools have that we fight the most with ourselves. You guys are literally your own enemies. Like I literally remember when there was the TikTok of Poles trying to beef with African. You guys were your own enemies because you were like, bro, don't come and beef with them out. I saw literally Poland people fighting against Poland who are being racist. Like, bro, don't dare fight Africans about food because we are food. Our food's not better. They try to fight with America and UK about food and we're all cooking them. Oh, the entire thing was so funny. I don't know. I think it's more funny on TikTok because TikTok you actually know it's a joke and actual races like get ignored, but the funny ones actually like it makes the entire situation fun. Drama audiences don't stay for long. Yeah, that's why I don't want to cultivate that. I want to cultivate more of an audience where like we shit on shitty books. Like I want to cultivate a book audience, because like I read mangas a lot. But I'm so fucking lazy to be like screenshotting and editing every single manga panel in the video. So like I'm currently not aware of what I want to do now. I just talk on topics I want to talk about. I wanted to be a drama VTuber, but like it's to be so stressful. I don't think it would be good for my mental health. I like funny shit. I don't like depressing shit. Drama audiences does stay if you lull them into other content.
It depends. You like most of them will stay for drama content if they are interesting enough. But I want to branch mine into drama and books, like manga readers and drama. Like I don't know how to work, but I want to find a way. I can't be a gaming VTuber because like I have a potato laptop. That shit won't run any game properly. As long as it's enjoyable to watch, yeah. But like my video editing skills kind of suck, and I don't know. I downloaded CapCut to like the pirate version to like edit and share, but the shit not working on my phone. So I'm giving up on being an entertaining drama VTuber. That's why people make fun of depression shit. I think it depends on how they do it. If they do it right, it can actually be interesting. It can actually be. But I don't think there are some certain topics that should not be made fun of. It's like a matter of being aware. Like some you can make fun of them, some you can't make laugh. My laptop is so bad, bro. Like it's even worse for an office laptop. I would literally be coding on this shit and to shut up. If I didn't have autosave for my code, I would literally cry. Every every single time I just have to be hoping that I have saved my code when coding on this shit. And I'm even glad this entire stream my laptop has not shut down once. It's actually insane. I'm honestly surprised. Because like when I first tried, I think it's because they did some repairs on it. Because at first when I used to stream this shit, in 1 hour this laptop shut down. And it was so bad. It was so bad. I literally couldn't stream on this shit. Okay, so I will probably end the stream in 2 minutes. I think 2 minutes, 30 minutes. Cause like my main idea was to just stream for 1 hour and then I watch anime and learn the next few hours. But that didn't happen. So and I'll probably sleep in like 2 hours. So I want to like do be productive as much as I can and stuff like that. So if you have any more questions you want to ask me, like this is the time because I'm gonna stream again for like a very very long time. Oh shit. Ow. I won't give up. I won't give in till I reach the end, and I'll start again. Ooh, ooh, me. I will try everything. Wanna try even though I could fail.
Okay, so if there will not be any more questions, you can watch my videos to like understand something, to understand me more. Anyway, I'll be going. Hope you will try if you want, of course, talking with people like Powder. You can't know someone more just because of it. I think it depends, cause I think it depends. I don't think I can ever talk with someone like Powder. Maybe just because of my experiences online. I don't think I'll be able to chat with someone like her. But like, thanks for joining the stream and asking your questions. I hope you're able to see from my perspective because I personally cannot. I've tried. How do I say? It? I have lived in their perspective before, so I know how it is, and it's a choice at this point. It's like a literal choice. Mm-mm. Okay. Okay, so if this will be the end of the stream, okay, not really the end. I'm just waiting to see if anyone has more questions before I proceed and everything. But like, have exhausted my social energy. I may become a drama beauty papa. Like, I'm too lazy for that retrospect. Oh, I didn't see some messages. I think some messages were hidden in my YouTube photo system. I didn't see it on my laptop photo mod system. So why people can't make racial stereotypes? I mean, if you want to beef against each other for racial stereotypes, like you guys can do it. But what I have realized is that they like to make racial stereotypes of others, but if others dare do it to them, it's an all out war, and it gets annoying. So it's not even that people just do not want to joke with them because they like to claim racist jokes are funny, but when it's done to them, they don't like it. I have seen it time and time again. If Texton actually is a rapist, then he should 100% go to jail. I believe yeah, he should go to jail. Um, rapists do not deserve to walk free. Court order has him of sexual assault and stalking, and I'm glad his girlfriend was able to get away from him, or his wife with the child. What does misandry have to do with rapists? I think misandry with rapists, like misandrists hate rapists to the very core. Most people, like most women, I say most women, some people like to, how do I say it, make pamper rapists or something. I don't know how to say it. They are very soft spoken. I don't know how to give the right word. They don't like to hold rapists accountable. Sandras hate evil people to the core, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Like hating disgusting people to the core, and I personally believe that rapists, pedophiles, people who are like just criminals who have hurt people should go to jail. But like, yeah, if you made a conscious decision to hurt somebody, I personally believe that you deserve to rot in jail. Okay, so if everyone's questions is done, I would probably be ending to like this is the last chance for questions, and I'm out. Mm. All right. So thanks for watching. You can watch back about the stream, watch my videos. Thanks for tuning in with me. Bye bye.